But I just wanted to have a bit of a shout out this morning. I can be critical. I mean, listen. I know. I try to be sensitive. It's just that I'm not. All right. I wasn't born sensitive. I acquired empathy. I'm not sure that I was born with it. Is anybody born with empathy? But yes, there are some people that just are. The sort of ray of golden sunshine, the God's chosen people. It missed me. Josh, I don't have that sort of warmth about me. The milk of human kindness doesn't flow around my body as quick as other people, Josh. It gets stuck sometimes at impediments, Josh.
Don't worry,
sort of
it's not that noticeable.
Oh, there's just, as I've got older, Josh, I've just suddenly realised that, it's sort of like there's been a dam built on a river, and the fish congress up the river has been somehow truncated. I think it happened like that straight away, and I should go and get the Maori activists onto it, for God's sake, because I'm sure there's something gone wrong there. Maybe it's the Moriori in me. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just not there. I can't help it. I was born that way. Isn't it? Didn't Madonna, or was it Madonna or Lady Gaga, put out an album to that effect? I should have gone out and bought it and just kept on playing it and said, there's the answer to that question. The reason why I say that, Josh, is because when I read this latest news story, I just went and if I could have cartwheeled, I would have, Josh. I've never been able to cartwheel, not even as a small child. And not even as a loathsome one, Josh, have I been able to cartwheel. But I had mental and emotional cartwheels when I heard this story over the weekend. And I just want to say to this nameless, voiceless person that you are my hero of the week already. It's Monday morning. It's 8 minutes past 10 on Monday morning. I don't care what happens. They can discover the cure for cancer this week. They can put a man on Mars this week. They can find world peace this week. It won't make any difference, Josh. The next person that I'm about to discuss is the person of the year, if not the week, if not of the decade, if not of my entire existence, Josh. This person, sadly, unknown at the moment, although if they identify themselves to the platform, and if you know this person, please get in contact with me. We will interview him even if anonymously, because this is the sort of person we need more of in this world, Josh. I refer to the duck hunter who shot down the drone over Lake Ellesmere, Josh. That one. The duck hunter who was out there duck hunting on Saturday morning along with his other people, shooting ducks that were flying across. And it was a great day for duck shooting because most of the South Island, at least on the North Island, but certainly the South Island, was covered in a low cloud, which makes the ducks flow lower, and there's lots of them, and they flew close to the guns, and they flew in many cases straight into them. It was the charge of the Light Brigade, except it was the charge of the Duck Brigade, straight into the Valley of Death they rode. But no, normal duck shooting Saturday, right? But oh no, we can't have a normal duck shooting Saturday when there are wankers, and that's the only description that you can describe them, from the Christchurch Animal Save Advocacy Group, who decided that it is a cruel and unnatural and somehow inhuman thing to do, to shoot down ducks, even though they've been specifically bred, in most cases by, ironically, New Zealand Fish and Game for that particular purpose. So an animal rights activist decided, because he's such a tosser, to actually get a drone and fly it into the path of the guns and the ducks, but ostensibly, I suppose, for the gathering of information to show how beastly duck hunters were in shooting ducks on duck shooting day, but really just to be a bastard, and to try and distract duck shooters from their normal human traditional path of manhood in this country. All right. So what happens? Well, a duck shooter, the hero of our story, takes one look at the drone and shoots it down. $2,500 of very expensive electronic surveillance plunged to the bottom of Lake Ellesmere. And what does the animal activist do? Goes and complains to the police. And then, having complained to the police, goes and complains to the media about how this appalling piece of consequence happened on the shores of Lake Ellesmere, and his surveillance drone was shot out of the sky by the hero of my week, possibly my month, and very probably my year. It was lost in the lake. It wasn't lost in the lake. It was beaten on by a brilliant young man, presumably. It might have been a 50-year-old man. I don't care. Could have been a woman. No, to be fair, it could have been an equal opportunity drone. And it is shot out of the sky. Oh, I love it. The best thing, though, was, and here's the really interesting thing, they then complained to the police. The Christchurch police say they are, quote, investigating. Now, I don't know what that means. Investigating can sometimes mean I'm actually going to find you, or investigating might mean that I'm just escorting a mongrel mob procession to a tangi through South Auckland. You see, there's two different definitions of investigating with the police. There's investigating as in I'm picking up that middle-aged, middle-class person who's just strayed 1 kilometre over the speed limit. There's that investigating, and there's investigating which I'm flagging on the South Auckland mongrel mob procession as they drive all over the streets and intimidate everybody, and everybody has to stop their cars. There's that investigating. So I'm not quite sure which one it is for the Christchurch police at the moment, but they are investigating. After they went to the police, they went to the media, Animal Save Christchurch, or Christchurch Animal Save. Dear Lord. And they then said how dreadful it was that all this had occurred. Police, in actual fact, visited Lake Ellesmere. By that time, the hunters had decided to pack up and leave. So, well, there was a bit of investigation by the police. Anyhow, it was shot at about 10:30 on Saturday morning. Now, the pilot of the drone, and this is the other thing that really annoyed me, who did not want his name published, was at Lake Ellesmere with advocacy groups. So let me get this right. I'm protesting to the police, and then I protest to the media, but I don't want to be named. Why? We all know why, because you are self-identifying as a complete tosser. You deserved your drone being shot out of the sky. I absolutely honour and respect the decision of those duck hunters to do so. And the more of that we get in this country, the sooner we will send these people back into the cave from which troglodytic they have emerged, unfortunately, with the ability to passage a drone. There you go. So my hero of the morning, day, week, year is to the unnamed but frankly heroic duck shooter who took one look at that drone and went, "Not on my watch." And that was the end of it. And well done. Congratulations. Much support from this quarter.